Hi, thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope everyone is doing really well. I got a comment on one of my videos, I think it was either a week or two ago, and in the comment, this person asked me if I could make a video addressing this situation that they are describing in their comment. The situation that they are presenting to me is something I definitely struggle with, and I have actually been thinking about recently. So I'm going to read the comment. Okay, so during watching this, I began to really ask myself something that in my recovery honestly is one of the most troubling / triggering setbacks: body comparisons. If I see others whom are smaller than myself, my disorder has a field day. So many thoughts of, oh, they might have a disorder and they're obviously doing it better. Or perhaps they don't have an eating disorder, but they are still really tiny. Body comparisons really fuck with my recovery process. Do you think you could maybe make a video about how you fight through these thoughts and triggers regarding other people, public outings, and body comparisons? Thank you so much for the comment. And obviously, if you have something like this going on, like you have a situation or a struggle in your recovery that you're not really sure how to approach and you want to see my approach to things, let me know. This is something that I actually was thinking about like a couple days before this person commented this. I think everyone this happens to. It's not just people who have an eating disorder. I think we all compare ourselves to other people, whether we want to or not. I think we naturally do it. It's just something that we as humans, we do. I don't know why, but we do. When you see people who are clearly unwell and are suffering too, but our brain almost makes us admire them, and like they said, they're better, they're doing it better than us. And it's, what are they doing better? First thing that we have to teach ourselves is to recognize the pain in others that we are enduring ourselves. I used to walk down the street and I would see fit girls, thin girls, sickly skinny girls, clearly not healthy girls, and I would be like, I am so fat in comparison. They probably would look at me and some of them would think, oh my gosh, that poor girl is dying. And some of them might look at me and be like, she's better at being sick than I am. Like, people are gonna do the same thing to you as you are doing to others. I knew I was in pain. I knew I was suffering. I knew I was sick. So what am I admiring in these other people? I'm admiring pain, I'm admiring suffering, and I am admiring sickness. As soon as I started associating basically the truth with what I'm visually seeing, I started to be able to stop myself as soon as I started to have those admiration thoughts, those thoughts of jealousy and envy over that person does sickness better than me. And I finally was able to think, what am I thinking? Go over exactly what is going through my mind. I am admiring someone who is maybe, I don't know, but I'm admiring them for the death that they are causing within themselves. Make a conscious effort to be aware of it every single time it happens. When I see someone who is deathly skinny, I hurt. I'm genuinely sad for them. I saw a woman recently, she looked way older than she probably was because malnourishment ages you. I remember a time where seeing that and I would be so envious. But this time, just a couple months ago, I saw her and I felt a combination of physically ill and so sad that I felt that swellingness in my eyes, like I don't want to say pity, but just the sadness that I felt for her. Like, so many questions started to go through my mind, whereas in the past, so much like the envy and the jealousy would go through my mind, but now it was questions of, does she know she's sick? Maybe she does, and this is her, she's trying, and she could have been skinnier before, and maybe this is her, she's done so much effort. Like, that started to go through my mind, and it was gut-wrenching and and painful on my part because I recognized the suffering. The envy wasn't there. It was just, I am so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry for her because I'm sorry that maybe she does know and she's going through this and she's hurting, or I'm sorry if she doesn't know and she's going through this and she's hurting. I think the biggest thing with recovery is you can't tell another person how to change their thinking. It just happens. What I can tell you is, and continue to tell you, is a different way to look at things. Like, I can't tell you what to think. I can't tell you what to believe. I can't tell you how to change your brain. It's your brain. But what I can tell you is how I used to view things and how I currently view things. The more you think about your actions, the more you think about your mindset, the more you think about how you think, the more open you become to changing that. We all think everyone else is better than us. Sickly, skinny people are better at being sick than me. Fit people are better at being fit than me. Healthy people are better at being healthy than me. Everyone is better than me. Everyone is doing them so much better. Eventually, when I had to stop and be like, yeah, everyone is being themselves better. I need to be the same way. I need to be me better. I don't want to be them. I don't want to be that girl, and I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be me. I want to know who I am, and I want to be a better me. What are we really envious of when we see these girls walking down the street? We're envious of death. Why? Like, take a step back, and I had to be like, wait a minute. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. That is the most important thing right now is not dying. And when you realize that the most important thing is not dying, you become less and less envious of the death in others. I used to compare myself to people who were clearly bigger than me, and my mind told me I was bigger than them. Every person I passed on the street, every person who said hi to me, every person I sat with at class, every teacher, classmate, stranger, family member, everyone, I would compare myself to them. I always came to the same conclusion. They were better than me. The thing is, no one is better than anybody else. I am equal to all people, which means when you are equal, when equality is there is no longer comparison. You simply cannot compare yourself to someone who is equal to you. Comparing yourself to someone else is pointless because you're not them. You're you. When you don't know who you are latching on to other people, comparing yourself to other people because they have something that you want to be, because you don't know who you are. It's when you start gaining a sense of self, a sense of identity, and a sense of self-awareness. When you know yourself, you'll no longer need to look to other people to find yourself in other people. I'm not that person. When people are envious of celebrities or wish they looked like celebrities, it's like, you're not that person. You don't have their genetics, you don't have their life, you don't have their luxuries, you don't have access to the things that they have access to. You're not that person. So why would you ever think you're gonna look like them? What logical sense is that? Look like yourself. When you're able to be like, I'm fighting for me to be me, you'll start to be like, why would I ever want to be insert celebrity's name here, or random person on the street? Why would I ever want to be them when I get to be me? I want you to know that I see your comments. I want to help. Here's my attempt at helping. I hope it helped. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you hated this video, give it a thumbs down. If you have your own ideas about this topic or your own experiences, or you have more questions about this topic or just questions in general, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. If you are not subscribed already, please do so. And thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed already. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye!